Good morning to all of you. In my last video, I was discussing about the third level, the story of the third level. So in this second part, let's continue with the remaining part. So let's remember what was the story about the third level. Now the story is about time travel and the about the third level that the protagonist, you can say the Charlie, that Charlie reports that the third level. And what is the third level? That is the third level is an additional floor at the Grand Central Station, which is situated in USA, and it was just like an illusion, or you can say that hallucination of Charlie on one night when he was going back home, and that time he reached to the third level. And this is the thing that why this is the imagination and hallucination is just an escape or medium of escape from Charlie and from what he wanted to escape, that is the modern days consequences, modern days challenges, worries and pressures and lots of burdens that they all are facing, and especially Charlie, that he, like other people, he also wanted to escape from this modern days situation, and you can say the after World War effects. Now this is the thing that now then after he was talking about his habit of stamp collection, and that is also one type of a short rescue, or you can say the escape from the reality and from the insecurity and pressure of the modern world. And now, when he was describing his experience of this third level to his friend, that is Sam, that is friend who is a psychiatrist, and when he was describing about his third level or time travel, that what he had experienced at Grand Central Station, that nobody is ready to believe him. And at that station, that in his experience, that he wanted to go to the Galsburg and wanted to buy the tickets for him and for his wife, so that this is also one type of escape from the present, and he wanted to live in the past, that is the Galsburg, where there was that the time, that world of that time in 1980s, that that world have not seen the deadliest two world war and their effect. So that's why it is from present to past, past to future. This is the time travel series, and you can say that what are the consequences that he came across during his experience, and while converting his money into old currency, he again want to go on a third level, that additional floor. But when he went there, that he found that it was not there exactly. So there we have left, and let's start from again. So, but I have never found the corridor that leads to the third level at Grand Central Station. Now I told you that that he had that currency, and that he would like to go to that past, that Galsburg, that he would like to go into the past, although had tried often enough, right? So now he had started going for many times, so that he maybe find that third level again once he found it. So he did it many times, but his all try is in a vain. Loisa was pretty worried when I told her all this and didn't want me to look for the third level anymore. And after a while, I stopped. Now, when he shared this experience to his wife, that this happened to me, and this is the thing that he shared with his friend that now he is experienced. He shared with Loisa, and now he told that now you'll stop going there and now don't search for the third level. So he that he Charlie and understand the situation of Loisa that she was very worried. So he stopped. I went back to my steps. Now this was one type of escape from many days. He was doing escape from the reality by going in the past. Now from that he turned to the stamps. Now this stamps is that I told you earlier that to collect stamps is also one type of escape from him for him. And even his friends have also told him that this is one type of escaping from the reality in the mind of the Charlie. But now we are both looking every weekend because now we have proved that the third level is still there. Now, not only me, my wife is also looking these stamps or stamps every weekend because we have proved that the third level is there. Now they got to prove that what is the third level. Now once she said stop, and when they have a proof that there is a third level, then they start every weekend they go and find out whether there is a third level or not. My friend Sam Rainier disappeared. Now his friend Sam, who is a psychiatrist, he suddenly disappeared because I don't know what was happened with him, but he disappeared. No, nobody knew where. Now when he asked his friend, that nobody knew that where he has gone, but I sort of suspected because Sam's a city boy, and I used to tell him about girls' work. I went to school there, and he always said he liked the sound of the place. Now he was talking about the Sam psychiatrist that I know that he is also a city boy, and he always want to go to the girls work, that is the countryside. And when I shared my experience about the school and how that he reacted, that Sam always says that I like he liked the sound of the place means he liked the place which was described by the our Charlie. And that's where he is, all right, in 1894. And now it is proof that now he is not in the present, it means he was in a past in 1894, and that where he is all right. Okay, now he has confirmed that it may be happened to him that he went to the and he did the time travel. Because one night, fuzzing with my stamp collection, I found, well, do you know what a first day cover is? Suddenly, when he was fuzzing, means doing something with the stamp collection, suddenly he found a first day cover. Cover is now. Do you know that what is that envelope? When a new stamp issued, stamp collectors buy some and use them to make envelopes to themselves on the very first day of sale, and the postmark proves the date. The envelope is called a first day cover. Now, what is the first day cover? Now, the first day cover is that when the first cover, जो first and क्या आता है? The first जो stamps आते हैं. So that's when the collector use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day. So the first day का जो sale होता है, they mail themselves and stick that stamp and postmark to the date, and then they prove the date that this is the first day envelope is called a first day cover. They are never open. You just put blank paper in the envelope, and now this is only for themselves. So this is blank, and it is just for the record. That's why they are never open. It is closed. That night, among my oldest first day covers, I found one that shouldn't have been there. Now, when I was looking for my oldest first day cover, I found that that shouldn't have been there. One I couldn't found, but there it was. There it was there because someone had mailed it to my grandfather at his home in Galsburg. Now, this is the one mail that he was not found. Suddenly, he found it, and he said that that envelope had mailed to my grandfather at his home at Galsburg. That's what the address on the envelope said, because that was the address of the Galsburg on the envelope. And it had been there since July 18, 1894. Now, this envelope was, the date was written on the envelope is 1894, July 18. The postmark showed that, yet I didn't remember it at all. Okay, so that was from 1898 as it was written on the envelope, but I didn't remember. मुझे याद नहीं है. The stamp was a six stamp, dull brown with a picture of President Garfield. Now, how the stamp is looking? The stamp was around 6 cents rupees, dull brown. That is a dull brown means light brown with a picture of President Garfield. President का picture था. Naturally, when the envelope came to the granddad in the mail, it went right into his collection and stayed there till I looked it out and opened it. Now, तब से लेकर आज तक that was stayed in my grandfather's collection, stamp collection, and stayed there. And right now, I took it out and opened it. The paper inside wasn't blank. It read. Now, here I told you that when there is a first day cover, that is a blank because it was written to themselves. Because वो क्या होता है? Because it is written to themselves, never open, and just a blank paper in the envelope. But what happened with this first day cover envelope? The paper inside wasn't black; it read, right? So this is the exactly written on the paper. It should be blank, but it should not be. It was something written on this paper. Now, what was the words and the writing was there? Here is the address. You can see that 941 Millard Street, Galsburg, Illinois, July 18, 1894. So now this is clear that this is written in 1894. Charlie. Now it is addressed to Charlie because it is given to him. I got to wishing that you are right, and I got to believing you are right. Now he was talking about that what you are wishing is and what you are thinking is right. And Charlie, it's true. And what you are thinking that it's right as well as it's true. I found the third level, and I have also found the third level. I have been there for here 2 weeks, and right now down the street at the Delhi's, someone is playing the piano, and they are all out on the front porch singing Nelly Home. Now, what the people are doing that? Some people are playing piano, they are in a singing and singing Nelly Home. This song they are singing, and I am invited over for lemonade. And lemonade, that is one type of juice and cocktail, you can say that. And I am invited for that. Come on back, Charlie and Lisa. Keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth it, believe me. Now, it is also written, come back, Charlie and Louisa. Now, he is also inviting Charlie and Louisa. Keep looking. Now, keep going and try to find the third level. It's worth it, believe me. And you will enjoy that. You will love it and you will believe it. Now, the note is signed by Sam. Now, how it can possible that Sam is who is Sam? That the Sam is Charlie's friend who is a psychiatrist, and they both are friends in prison. Then how can Sam be found in 1894? So, in short, if you can say that this is all the illusion or the imagination of the Charlie, because before imagining this, that was the message, or that was the last thing in his mind, that Sam was not there from last many weeks. So he has given the think that if he is not here, it means he went to the past or he went to the Galsburg. So this is just only the illusion of the Charlie because Sam could not go in 1894 because he is right now here in a present time in a modern day. At the stamp on coin store I go to, I found out that Sam bought $800 worth of old style currency. Now he ran to the currency shop and find out that Sam has also exchanged some $800 into old style currency that ought to set him up in a nice little head feed and grain business because he wanted to have a business like to feed to feed the animals and have a grain business. That is that he always wanted to do because he is a city boy and as he would like to do this thing. Now, here you can understand that when you talk with your friends that he's sometimes he said that I wanted to do this thing, but I could not do this. So that was in the mind of the Charlie that once Sam told him that I like the country place and I like to have a little business of grain and hay and feed the animals. That once he said this, so he connected. Now Charlie connected that thing with this incident. He always said that what he really wished he could do. Now Sam always wanted to be like this in a to live a peaceful life in the village side, and he certainly can't go back to his old business. And right now, it is impossible to go back to that business. Not in Galsburg. In 1894, his old business. Why? Sam was my psychiatrist. Now, it was unbelievable for Charlie also that though he has a proof and though he wanted to become a good life and peaceful life at a Galsburg, but how it can be possible that how can you go back in Galsburg in 1894 and his old business and he wanted to do his work? Why? Sam was my psychiatrist. How can it possible? Because Sam was my psychiatrist. Now here you can see that the story is ended with open. It is an open-ended story. You can say that because the story ends without giving any clarification about what is exactly happening in the story. It's all depending on the reader that how you can understand the story. Everybody has different opinion and everybody is believing in different senses that what you believe according to that will be the end of the story. If it would be asked to me, then according to me it's all about the hallucination and hallucination of the Charlie, and he wanted to escape from the harsh reality of modern days, the burdens, the worries, and the challenges of the modern days. And this is the only thing that we can do is in the imagination or in the hallucination. He can go into the past and have some peace in this in from the present life. So now this is all about the time transition, or you can say the time travel, and it is just an hallucination of Charlie because Sam and Charlie both are present, live in a present, so that it's impossible for them to go in 1894. So this is all about the story. Now after that, you just go to read with the reading with insight and have prepare some notebooks on it. Hope you understand the story. It is very interesting and very beautiful and sometimes very thoughtful story that it gives you the immense pleasure and imagination if you will be the Charlie and what happened with you when if this type of experience if you have in your life, please share with me and have a nice day and all the best.